what suggestions would you give students interested in working in your industry or your company?
That's a fantastic question. And the reason why it is because there's several things that you can do. But to to sum it up, enhance every skill that you absolutely can. Obtain every skill that you absolutely can. I am where I am because I learned skills from other people that may not have been my boss, may have been under me, may have been next to me. And I took those skills and kept throwing them into the bucket. The more skills you add to your plate and you add to your arsenal, the more versatile you can be. And there's nothing more dangerous than someone who is versatile that can help anyone. I had a conversation with a man named Tom Staggs, who's, you know, ESPN is owned by the Walt Disney Company, and he's been at he's been in the Disney Company for decades now, and he's been there for a while. He's at basically at the top of the food chain, I would say. And as a young guy, I was a videographer when I had first started, and my boss told me not to ask him any questions. He's a busy man. Don't disturb him. We're gonna do this shoot, get in and get out. Um, I I'm a different kind of person. We had done everything we needed to do. He was just sitting there on his phone, and I said, well, if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. He's not doing anything. I cannot leave because this man knows what it is to win at the top. And I said, Tom, what would you say is the key to being successful in this business specifically for this company? And he was looking at his phone, and he popped up, and my boss was like, at the time, I told you, don't bother him, leave him alone. And he said, well, why would you stop him from asking such an amazing question? And he's like, no, he puts his phone down. This is a man that is basically like right hand to the CFO of the entire company and every company Disney owns. And he puts his phone down. He looks to me. He said, work your butt off and also help everyone. I said, well, how do you do that? He goes, you work your butt off and you become excellent. Very, very identical to what Miss Magna was saying. Work your butt off and make sure that you knock out everything you do at the best of your abilities. And he said, and then occasionally you pick your head up and see who needs help. He said, you pick your head up and see who, and then you go over there and you help that person. And he said, and then just shut up and get back to work. He said, because eventually you're going to start to see, you can be known as the guy that helps everyone. And helping other people, I took that to heart, and I did it the very next day. I said, hey, who needs help? Didn't know whether I could actually help them or not. And I took that help, and before I knew it, I turned around 3 years. I looked back at 3 years, and I had so many different skills because I said, hey, who needs help? Yes, I'll help you. Yes, I'll work on Saturday. Yes, I'll stay till 10. Yes, I'll show up at 6. I'll show up at 4. It doesn't matter. And because I did that and I said yes and I helped as many people as possible and genuinely help people. We know everybody wants to get ahead. We know we want to win in life, but generally want to help people with no agenda. There was nothing in sight for me. I never knew that this was going to come. I just said, hey, that person looks like they're struggling. Let me help them. And I actually learned something. And because I helped so many people, I was able to put so many different things in my bucket, which we were talking, Sabine, you were talking about transferable skills. Those things started to evolve over time. And because I had helped somebody with a job before, or had worked for free for somebody, or worked for somebody with nothing in return, just looking to learn something, I was able to then say, hey, I actually know how to do that. Let me solve this problem. The entrepreneurial aspect of it. Let me help you solve this problem. Hey, do you need help? And some people are going to say no, but the more people you help, the more you actually learn. So it builds your assets by asking who needs help, even if you go work for free in the beginning, because it's the experience that you take and that you're able to build off of later. You're not building for the moment. You're not being a millionaire tomorrow. It's what you learn today that can make you the millionaire in whatever sense, whether it's money, finance, or life or health for later on. So build as many skills as possible. Pack your bucket up with as many skills that pertain to what you want to do specifically, and maybe a couple of sprinkle things on the outside.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magna Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.